Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this advanced preview of the Skyhook Games BR Class 07 Shunter. It's a lovely little thing, a little six-wheeler, short wheelbase, originally built for the Southampton docks to navigate its tight curves. Quite powerful because it had to manipulate some quite large trains, and otherwise known as Salty in Thomas the Tank Engine. Top speed of 27.5 miles per hour, so it's not a fast shunter, but as I said, it's quite powerful, and it's good at getting your wagons around. So it's actually a lovely little unit for doing a bit of shunting. So that's the basics of it. Let's move on and have a look at it. So I've got, similar to the last one we did, I've got a free roam scenario here. Hi everybody, I'm Matt Peddleston. And I just thought I'd give you a quick overview of what's actually going to be in the pack. So this is the 07 itself. Let's just have a look around. Let's turn some lights on. We need lights. Oh, I'm going to switch the logo. There we go. Now we've got the Loco. Let's put the lights on. Right. Right, so she's little Loco, just the six wheels. And let's have a look in the cab. That's better. My track IR there. So we've got this is your levers here. It's quite a bare bones cab. There's not an awful lot to it. But it's a practical cab, and being centre cab like this, you can look out one side and look out the other when you're shunting. So it actually makes it quite a nice cab experience for while you're shunting, buffering up to wagons and not having to constantly head out and so forth. So what other functions have we got? We've got cab light, we've got instrument lights, so it should be nice and easy to use during the night. Got sander, train brake, got Loco brake, reverser, and of course no train would be complete without a throttle. Right, so we've got second position over here, and you've got dual controls, which is quite an interesting facet of this Loco. So you can operate it from whichever side is convenient for what you're trying to do. Now, what else have we got to show you on this one? So wagons are included in the pack as well. So let's just have a quick fly over here. So we've got PGA wagons, he says, just zooming in just to make sure that I've got the right ones, with different levels of wear and graffiti, a bit of rust on that one. Wagons look well worn and well used, and then we've got these trying to remember what they are, PCA wagons, that's it. So again, different types of weathering and graffiti and rust and wear on them. And then you've got I believe these are OAA wagons. Yes, these are OAA wagons. And again, you've got the empty and the loaded versions. Apologies, there was no audio. I've just turned the audio on. I've done it again. That's fine. We're going to see the Loco actually running soon properly, so it'll be you'll be hearing this Loco. She's got some very nice sounds. Right. So yes, we've got wagons here. Again, it's just as with the other ones. It's just making the wagons look a little bit different, and so that you haven't got a train full of the same wagon. Right. So we'll be back here in a little while. Let's just have a quick listen to the idle sounds. So this pack comes with 3 scenarios, and it's for the West Somerset Railway. And I'm going to run one of those scenarios in a minute. So let me pop you back onto the product info page for just a moment. And what I'm going to do is fire up one of the scenarios. So let's have a quick look at what scenarios actually come in the pack. So as I said, you get 3 scenarios. Of course, I clicked on the wrong one. Here we go. 4 scenarios. I must apologise. So the first one is Pullman preparation. 15 minutes, medium difficulty. This afternoon, you've been tasked with preparing the coaching stock at Bishop's Lydiard for the Paignton Pullman Rail Tour, which is due to depart in 30 minutes. Washford wagon load, 30 minutes easy, which is the one we're going to be doing. It is getting late in the day, and you'll now drive a freight service from Washford to Minehead in order to put the wagons in position for a demonstration the following morning. Flamed out. This morning you've been tasked to perform a shunting demonstration for visitors to Dunster on the West Somerset Railway. That's classed as very hard. Diesel duo. Following the failure yesterday of a Class 333 loco near Minehead, it was rescued by a Class 07 shunter and has spent the night in the shunt line at Minehead. This morning you've been tasked with moving the stricken locomotive to the diesel depot at Willerton. Right, so that is the scenarios. We're going to be doing Washford wagon load, so let me get that one loading and then switch back to the game. Hi again. I've got audio this time. Right. So, let's get this thing going. We're going to hear the... you get a good chance to hear the audio now. Hello driver, your first task this evening is to couple to the rake of wagons that are alongside you. Set your route and move forward to the Washford shunt, making sure you're as close to the buffer stop as possible. So, we're going to go forwards, change this point, because the stop is over here, and the blue line stops there, so we'll change the point, and we're ready to go. So... let's move it forward. Nice rolling sounds as it runs along the track. It feels like it's shaking and rattling a little bit. Of course, these are quite old now, built in the 60s. So I've actually got to get right up to the buffers here. And then change this point, and then that will take us back onto the wagons. Yana Duncar says, does this one have gears? No, this one does not have gears. So we go in the cab. Okay, driver, set the route back into Washford siding 2 and reverse, stopping a few feet short of the wagons before awaiting further instructions. Right. Right, just pulling up, so it said we had to come in and close to the wagon. The standard coupling practice is to come in and then stop. Because if you come in while you're a little way from them, it's you can't do too much damage. Unless you're me. Right. As soon as that waypoint is finished, we'll get instructions to proceed back onto the freight train. Now slowly move towards the wagons. What I'm going to do is just take the camera off. And then buffer up. Right. Let's let's couple up. Right, so excellent. Your train is now ready, but you'll have to wait for the departure of the express service from Washford. Signal will automatically set your route from this point on until we get to until we get to Minehead anyway. Right, so you've got head out views as always. What we're waiting for now is for this train, the passenger service, to depart. There he goes. So let's just look from the outside as we pull away. Got a signal over here, wait for that to change. There she goes. Right. So we are going to have a raffle after we've done the scenario. It will be your chance to win a copy of the Loco. We're at a 10-mile-an-hour speed limit at the moment. Right, let's get into the cab. So this is the Class 07. It's by Skyhook Games, one of our partners. It's a third-party product. I'm going to be showing you the BR Blue one, which comes on as a marketplace after we've done this. I'll probably do that while the raffle's going on, just to fill all the time in. So as soon as we're completely into the 25, we'll get to speed up a bit. Not a lot, it's a little bit. Got 20 limit now, so we can speed up. Right, so let's have a look at it as it goes past. Everyone likes to see a train go by. Need to be a little bit careful, we're going downhill at the moment. One in 65 grade. Managing the speed as we come down this 1 in 65 gradient. That's why the brakes are coming on and off. Nearly at the bottom of this hill, and we can let the brakes off and leave them off for a bit. So if you like shunting in preserve railways or even just in normal yards, then this is a great loco for doing that. It's, as I said in the beginning, it's quite a powerful little loco, so it can haul some decent sized loads around. You could also use it potentially as a pilot. It wasn't actually used ever as a pilot, but there's nothing to stop you doing that. Cranking the engine up so we can hear it a bit more. Max speed of this loco is only about 25 miles an hour, but it actually practically you generally find about 20-22 is where you're going to find yourself most of the time. Right, so we're coming up on Blue Anchor in about half a mile. Got switches down here as well, so you've got the cab light switch here. I believe that's the instrument light switch. There you go. Panzer, what line will the BR Close 07 run on with scenarios? This line, the West Somerset Railway, is where the scenarios come from. Spider Mike's asking if this is the predecessor to the Class 14. So while I would say there are obvious similarities, I actually don't know without doing some research whether or not this is the predecessor of the 14. And yeah, there is a 14 available as well for West Somerset Railway. Right, coming into the 15 for Blue Anchor. There you go, Ralph Fletcher's replied. The 07's built by Russ and Hornsby, the 14 was built by BR, and there are no relations between them. I'm just coming to a stop because I've got a red signal at the end of this platform. So it's just gone green. Right, back up to 25 again. Now we're on our way to Minehead, the end of the line. It's a lovely route, West Somerset Railway. It's about 20 miles or so. Busman boy says, can I do the wipers? Oh, I certainly can. Turn around this way, it's easier. Just turn those wipers off, we don't really need them at the moment. So for those that are just joining, this is the BR Green Class 07 diesel shunter. It comes with scenarios for the West Somerset Railway, and it comes with 3 different types of wagons, each with them in 3 different states of weathering and wear. The OAA wagon, a PCA wagon, a PGA wagon. And it comes with 4 scenarios on the West Somerset Railway. Coming out at the same time will be the BR Blue version of the 07, which I'm going to show after this. This is one of the scenarios that comes with the pack. It's called Washford Wagon Load. 2.3 miles to go to Minehead. Once we get near Minehead, we'll have to make a couple of changes to points so that we can make sure we go to the right place. So another flyby. Hesitant to call it a flyby. It's not like it's going that fast. Train will be here in a minute. Have faith. Here it comes. Right, we're down to 2 miles now. Not far. So, for those that have just joined as well, you possibly missed the overview of the controls. So we've got the throttle here. Oh, sorry, there. We've got the reverser here, if I remember rightly. Is this the reverser? No, we're in power, so we can't lower the throttle. Anyway, I'll do that on the L8. We're coming up to a speed limit now. So you've got all these controls on the front, and of course you've got them all duplicated over here as well. So you can drive from either side, and it all works. So you've got your reverser, throttle, train brake, loco brake and sander. As I said, they all work over here as well. Speeding. got the cab light and instrument lights to make your life in the evenings a bit easier. We're into the 25 now, so we're speeding up again, and only just over a mile to our termination at Minehead. T-King317 asks, what is the 07's top speed? It's rated to about 25 miles an hour, or 27, Joe's just said. But practically speaking, you'll find yourself doing about 20 quite frequently. The power of what it can haul drops off quite considerably after 20 miles an hour. Not meant to go fast, it's meant to haul lots of heavy things, short distances. Train Simmer asks, show all the bells and whistles that function in the 07 pack. So I think I've pretty much done that now. You've got all the standard controls, you've got the cab light, you've got the instrument lights, you've got the headlights on the outside. So you've got the normal array of headlights. Right, we're getting closer to Minehead. On the approach, you'll have to set your own route into Minehead Bay Siding 2. Okay, so if we follow where the player is and head up to Minehead, Bay Siding 2 is over here, and we need to change these 2 points. And now that we can see the blue line has appeared there, so we're now good into Minehead. Okay, you've asked me to put the throttle at full, Mike. I've put the throttle at full. I don't think it's going to go much faster than this, hauling this load. From when I tried it earlier, I didn't really go too much. It didn't get much faster than this. Right, so not far to Minehead now. So we've got a yellow light, and then we'll be taking the line off to the left here. Speed limit drops to 10 just after this signal. We've already set all the points up, so we're clear into the siding. Box. Right, we're just pulling now off into this line. So as Skyhook has just said, it is a fully quick drive compatible Loco. And obviously you can create your own free roam scenarios and set up your scenarios. It looks also going to be fully workshop compatible as always. Lots of screeching. So once we're in the siding, that'll be the end of the scenario, and then I think we might do a raffle. Who wants to win one of these rather splendid Locos? When they're released, they're not released yet. Right, we're all in. Stop the Loco. Right, just wait for the timeout on this one. Excellent work, driver. You've completed the journey successfully and can now take a well-earned break. Well, I can't take a break just yet. We've got something more fun we want to do. 984 points, that's not too bad, but it was an easy scenario, so I guess I can't pat myself on the back too hard. Right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to kick off the raffle, and while the raffle is going on, we are going to, I'm going to bring up the BR Blue. Apologies for looking away, I'm just getting the raffle ready. We're going to get the BR Blue livery variant, and I shall get that running while you're all busy getting your entries into the raffle. Now, I'll explain how that works. Right, so, raffle time. What I need you to type is, so you need to be on the chat to be able to enter the raffle. In order to enter the raffle, you need to type a sequence of characters, a word, into the chat, which I'm going to tell you in just a minute. Just by doing that, you'll get entered into the raffle. So the words I want you to type in is class 07, CLASS 07, all in lowercase letters. It's important you type it all in lowercase letters or it won't count your entry. So if you can type class 07, that will enter you in. I'm just double checking to make sure I haven't made some silly floof like I did on the AC 6001. No space. Apologies, no space, just class 07, no space at all. If you typed it with a space, just type it again without the space. It's no problem if you enter more than once, but it will only count your entry once. So while that goes on, I'm just going to get the Loco back up and working, so we can go and have a look at the marketplace version. So we've got 77 people in the chat. If you're not in the chat, then you won't be able to take part in the raffle. So now's a good time to go and get signed up for a Twitch account. Join us on the chat, and you can take part in the second raffle, which I'm going to do after we've had a quick look at the BR Blue. So we've got 51 people entered into the raffle at the moment. I'm going to give that another few seconds, and then we are going to... So I'm going to do a countdown on the chat. If you haven't typed class 07 yet, do so. Now is your chance. Right, let's do our first roll and find out who is our first winner. Rob Allen 55, you are our first winner for a copy of the Class 07, which we will send you via Twitch once it's released. Congratulations. Okay, right, before we get on with the second raffle, and to give people who haven't got a Twitch account yet just a little bit of time to go and get themselves a Twitch account, let's have a quick look at the BR Blue version, which will be available as a marketplace extra. You need to own the main pack to be able to get the BR Blue version, but I think you'll agree it's a nice looking Loco. Right, let's go and have a look. Welcome back. So, this is the BR Blue version. It's fundamentally the same Loco, of course, it's just a new livery on it. But if you want to run something slightly more modern than the green might permit, then this is how it was later in its life.